Although the conflict between Israel and Iran is generally framed around nuclear threat and security, there are far more complex and less discussed dynamics behind the scenes. First of all, this conflict is not new. After the 1979 Iranian Revolution, the two countries were positioned on opposing ideological fronts. However, for many years, instead of direct warfare, they have engaged in covert operations, assassinations, and cyberattacks. This indicates that the conflict has evolved more as a shadow war rather than a conventional battlefield war. One lesser-known aspect is that the conflict is not only military in nature, its psychological and intelligence dimensions are far more decisive. Assassinations targeting commanders, attempts to create internal instability, and threats conveyed through communication channels can often produce more critical outcomes than direct combat on the battlefield. Another important, but often overlooked reality is that this is not merely a conflict between two countries. Global actors, especially the United States, play a direct role in shaping the course and duration of the conflict. While official statements emphasize nuclear programs as the primary concern, some analyses suggest that the underlying objective is to weaken Iran's regional influence and transform its regime. Additionally, the economic dimension of the conflict is frequently pushed into the background. Energy routes under Iran's control, particularly strategic choke points such as the Strait of Hormuz, have a significant impact on the global economy. Therefore, this conflict is not only military, but also an energy and trade war. Finally, another unexpected aspect of the conflict is its inability to produce quick and decisive outcomes. Although it was initially believed that objectives could be achieved rapidly, developments on the ground have shown that the process is far more prolonged and exhausting. Conclusion: the Israel-Iran conflict, contrary to appearances, is not simply a confrontation between two nations. It is a multi-layered crisis shaped by intelligence operations, global power dynamics, energy competition, and ideological struggles. The real unknown lies in the fact that the conflict is often shaped not on the battlefield, but behind the scenes.